Hello, 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 and welcome back for another episode of Up Close and Personal with Angela. I am Angela Thomas, the CEO of Aspiring Authors Magazine, the founder of AAALAC, and my desire is to bring awareness to brown all over this world and to touch on topics that's affecting our brown community that they don't want to talk about. So today we are here to share some of the women that are part of the L3 project. I know a lot of y'all are probably wondering, what is this L3 project that I'm seeing floating around? So the L3 project is an opportunity for you to be encouraged in your prayer walk. So we are Pamela J. Hayes, Shaneria Oz, myself. We came together to work on a prayer book. And in doing this prayer book, we were given the opportunity to reach out to some amazing to join and share their affirmations. So it's a prayer and affirmation book. We have 121 days of prayer based on Psalms 120. I shall look to the hills from which my help cometh. And we have 365 affirmations from around the world, women from all over. They're not just from here in the US, Africa, different parts of Africa. We have some from Nigeria, Lesto. We have some from Germany, some from the UK. So we are diverse. We are diverse by culture, religion, and walks of life. So I am excited. I'm excited today to have amazing woman come up and share just a little bit about herself. So I want you to take an opportunity to share this broadcast across your circle influence. If you would do that for me while I bring her up. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Great to see you.
How are you?
I am doing amazing. Thank you so much for this platform. It is a blessing and a privilege to be here. I love what you're doing.
I thank you. I thank you. I give all honor and glory to God. I'm just a willing vessel. I just said I wanted to be used, and I tell you, I didn't know it was going to be this, but this is my journey, and I'm loving every
Yeah.
moment of it. So I thank you for choosing to be on this journey with me. So I want to find out just a little bit about you. If you would please share with those that are tuned in, those that will hear the replay, exactly who is Sandra?
Awesome, awesome. I am Sandra Gamble, the hope dealer. Some people sell dope. I deal hope. I am a people builder. Some people build houses. I build people. I am a child of the Most High God, and I'm a lover of people. I am a mental health counselor, and I love seeing people get set free in their emotions. That's who I am. I am an
I'm sorry to cut
author.
you off. There's some it's like some motion. There's some. Can you hear that? There's like something in the.
How about that?
That's
Is
better.
that better? Okay.
Uh huh.
Okay. Yes. So I'm a people builder. Some people build houses. I build people. I am a hope dealer. Some people sell dope. I deal hope. That's what I do. Mental health counselor, author, and empowerment specialist. I enjoy empowering women. That's who I am. And so, a little bit about my journey is we're not responsible for our pain, but we are responsible for our healing. And those are the words that I had to tell myself. Being a victim of childhood trauma, I had to understand that I could not look for healing in the place that I got hurt at. So for many years, I didn't know what healing looked like. I was wounded by my father who had mental illness that was untreated and undiagnosed. So my mother and I suffered a lot at the hands of my father, who was verbally, physically, and emotionally abusive. And so all throughout my formative years, I went through this identity crisis. I went through this low self-esteem and low self-worth because I was told by my earthly father that I was dumb and stupid and ugly and I would never be anything and I would never amount to anything. And because I was his child and he was my father, I believed him. And so for many years, I was broken. I was lost. I was confused. I looked for love in all the wrong places. And at the age of 14, my mother finally made a decision to walk away from my father, which was the best decision that she could have made. Some people think that divorce hurt them, but divorce actually saved me. But I was still broken. I still didn't know who I was. And so when I went on to college to major into psychology, just to understand my father, not understanding that God was ordering my steps and directing my path, even in that. And so when I came out of college in 1994 with a bachelor's of science in psychology, um, a month after I got out of college, my dad ended up going in the hospital and he had a quote unquote nervous breakdown. He was depressed. Well, what turned into one hospitalization turned into 32 hospitalizations, and 12 years later, I took care of father that did not take care of me. And so through that journey, I was that woman with the issue of blood, but I was the woman with the issue with dad. But in that 12 years of being able to take care of him, I came to a place of forgiveness and healing, not only for him, but for myself. And then I decided to make pain pay and understand that I had a sound that solved. And that if I could walk out of unforgiveness prison, that I had a moral duty to go back and free up other people. And so mental health counseling was not just a job for me, it was my passion. It's my purpose to remove the stigma from mental illness and help people break free in their emotions. And so during the pandemic, I felt as if God was saying that it was time for me to go back and help somebody else. And he dealt with me and he was saying to me, I dare you hide the fact that I healed you in your emotions. Your healing was not just for you. Your healing was to help somebody else. And so I sat down at the computer after having a title of the book, To Hell and Back, The Power of Forgiveness and Redemption. And I birthed that book during the pandemic to help people understand that you no longer have to be a victim, that you are victorious, that you can make pain pay, and that there is power in forgiveness and redemption. And so that's how that book was birthed. And then God told me again, he said that people of color will not come in to counseling. So you will have to bring the counseling to them. And I went back, I was walking one day during lunch and I said, God, what do you want me to tell the people? And he said, good grief. And Good Grief was birthed again during the pandemic, which is another book that shows you how to grieve in a good way. It addresses the 5 stages of grief from a mental health perspective, but it also helps you to understand that death is not final for the believer. It's merely see you later. So this book helps you honor the legacy of your loved one in a good way. And so my purpose in life and my passion is to have the hard conversations because we cannot heal what we hide. And once we heal, then it becomes our moral duty to go back and help somebody else heal, to bring somebody else out. You know, God, a lot of times we ask God to heal us in our physical places, but how many of us go to God and ask him to heal us in our emotions? Oftentimes we heal, but we heal wrong. And so God wants to partner with us to heal us in every area of our lives. Jeremiah 29:11 says God has a good plan for our lives, plan for us to prosper and be in good health, even as our soul prospers. And so he wants us well in our emotions. He wants us well in our thought process. And there's no reason to be ashamed when we have mental health issues. We have no issue with going to the doctor when we get diagnosed with diabetes or heart disease or hypertension. But what happens when you have an invisible enemy? What happens when you have the broken brain? What happens when you're wounded but people can't see it? It's okay to not be okay. Deliverance has to be desired, and sometimes deliverance comes in the form of a counselor and a pill while praying and serving God. It's not a moral failure. It has nothing to do with whether or not you believe in God. It's a real illness with real progression that should be treated like any other illness. And so I want to sound the alarm on mental health issues and the importance of mental wellness. Because in our community, oftentimes we have been taught that what happens in the home stays in the home, but not if you're suffering, not if you're paying the price as a child. So no, we have a moral duty to help. I have a moral duty to help somebody else understand that it's okay to not be okay. To help them understand that you're not your abuse, you're not your molestation, you're not the divorce, you're not the sex trafficking. Those things happen to you, but they don't have to define you. And you can take the most painful experiences in your life and turn them into power when you partner with God and allow Him to partner with you. I used to be pitiful, but I became powerful. I used to be a victim, but now I became victorious. And I love seeing people get set free in their emotions, because we will pay money to look good, and that's fine. We will drive the nicest cars and we will live in the nicest neighborhood, and God doesn't have an issue with that. But when we don't deal with the issues that are going on between our two ears, we can self-destruct. And we are never really free until our mind is set free. The Bible says, who He has set free is free indeed. And part of being set free is in our emotional places. We need to acknowledge that these things happen to us. And we need to acknowledge that they shaped us. And we need to acknowledge that part of our personalities, and how we do things and why we do things are based on the experience that we've had. But we don't have to stay stuck. We can learn and grow and move and form healthy relationships first with God, with ourselves, and then with other people. So that's my passion, to help people to understand that it's okay to not be okay. Let's have the hard conversations. Let's share. Let's heal so we can help. And let's move forward and go back and help other people to heal. And so that's pretty much what I am about. If you're interested in purchasing my books, they're on Amazon.com, or you can also visit my website, dealinghopenotdope.com. On that website, you can actually book a consultation to talk with me, because I am a master's level counselor, and I have worked in that capacity for 10 plus years. And so my desire is just to help people get to a happy place, because the joy of the Lord is our strength. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. And I want people well. That's who I am. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for stopping by and sharing with us on today. I tell you, you've touched on some things that I constantly remind people across my platform. I am a mental health advocate. I go hard for mental illness. I am a suicide attempt survivor. Along with 19 other individuals in 2020, we released a suicide awareness devotional. It was dropped in my spirit, and I said it was not just for me to share, but other people to share. So he dropped in my spirit to do a collaboration to give 19 other people an opportunity to share their journey. So we have individuals from all over the U.S., from all different walks of life. We even had two gentlemen to join our project, because we want people to know that it's okay to heal. It's okay to get help. It's okay to talk about what you've been through, because other people need to know that they're not alone. And suicide is not an option. And that seems to be a lot of where we are where we turn to when we have these mental illness, because a lot of us we've been battling these things for years, and because we don't know the signs and the symptoms and all these things, because nobody's talking about it in the brown community. Like you say, what happens in the home, they want to stay in the home, and we got to break that stigma. We got to break that silence, because we've been hurting too long. Trauma is real, and hurt people hurt.
Real.
And until we come from
Yes.
that, we're going to continue to hurt. So I thank you for what you're doing. I thank you for being that hope dealer. I thank you for dealing hope into these people's life, because oftentimes we are dealt these cards, and not all the time the hands are good. But sometimes we have to
Mm-hmm.
take those hands that we are dealt and make the
Mm-hmm.
best of those hands. And that's when people like
Yes.
yourself are very important. Are very important. I thank you for walking in your power and realizing the power that was on the inside of you. You chose not to allow those things that come to distract you. I caught what you said.
Yes.
You said death is not the end of it. So a lot of people think that when we die,
Yeah.
they think that when we die that it ends, but that's just the beginning. That's
Mm-hmm.
the beginning of what we've been working for on this physical earth. They
Yes.
don't understand. A lot of people don't understand it. They'll get next week, but when they get it, I want them to understand. I want them to understand. Jeremiah 29. See, everything you said tonight is just a re-edification of what I've been saying on my platform since I came back to Facebook in 2020. See, a lot of people don't even know in 2019 I wasn't even on Facebook. They think it's just been ongoing. They don't know what people go through. They don't know what you experience. They don't know none of that. But you know what? They think because they see me on here, they see the smile, they see the glow, they think everything is okay. But I thank you. I thank you for people like you. It's because of people like you that give people hope. They can believe in the word, because we pick up this Bible, we read, we flip through it, and we truly don't some of us don't we truly don't get it. These words are real, and you have to apply these
Yes.
words to your life,
Yes.
because my Bible tells me I'm a Christian.
Yes.
All day, every day. I'm a Christian. I believe. I
Me too.
believe in Jesus Christ. I believe. I'm a believer. I picked that Bible up. Everything in there. I read it. He said, try the Spirit by the Spirit. You got to try. You got to go in there. And you got to try them words.
Yes.
Apply those words to your life. Speak those words over your life. Just reading it, picking up, reading it, and laying it down and it's doing nothing. You got to go. I posted the question last, I think July the 2nd on my last show. I posted the question, what is love? A lot of people had a lot of things to say. Love is an action word. I don't care what you say. It's an
Mm-hmm.
action word. It's something that can be showed, because we can say a lot of things, but love is action. You show love. One of the greatest
Yes.
commandments. One of the greatest commandments is love. He said, love thy brother and thy sister, thy neighbor, if thou love thyself. We
Yes.
can't love our brothers and our sisters and our neighbors because we don't even love the person that we look in the mirror at. Why? Because we don't know who we
Exactly.
are. Why don't know who we are? Because
Yes.
we've not connected to the one that created us. We don't know who the creator is. We have not connected with him so he can show us who we are. For so many years, I didn't know. So many years, I walked around blind. Somebody I thought I was, but one
Mm-hmm.
day he
Mm-hmm.
showed me who I was. Jeremiah 29:11 became my thing. And then when I started going through, I said, Lord, I thought you said that you had a plan for me.
Yes.
I thought you had a plan for me. Didn't know that my plan was going to be that I had to survive domestic violence, point blank range shot with a shotgun, so that I can tell somebody else that you don't have to stay there,
You know,
that you got to get out.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember how many suicide attempts, but it was to tell somebody that that's not an option, because you can try, but if it's not if he's not ready to take you, you're not going nowhere.
No.
You can't God. You don't have that power. But I'm also here to tell you that he's giving you power. The power on the inside of you. Because when Genesis 2:7, when he said that he breathed breath, the breath of life in your body, that means he breathes a
Mm-hmm.
part of him into you. I won't back down. I won't stop saying it. You can delete yourself
Mm-hmm.
from a page. It don't matter. Because when he breathed life in you, he breathed a part of him in you. So
Yes.
while you're around here searching and trying to discover something, all you got to do is tap into the one that's on the inside of you. He's
Mm-hmm.
already in you. Tap into him. He'll guide you. He'll lead you. Ain't that nobody told me. How about I'm running around here looking at this thing, looking at this, and getting sidetracked instead of what he's called me to do. Trying to do everything that everybody else said I should do instead of what
Mm-hmm.
he said I should do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But when I decided to do what he said I should do, things got a whole lot better. Things got a whole lot better in my life. Things started beginning to look up, and the words that I was reading on those pages began to come to life. So you can't read those words and think that those words are going to be life if you're not living any kind of life. You can't live any kind of way and think it's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
You got to live that's acceptable and pleasing to him.
Mm-hmm.
So when he dropped that word life in my spirit, he said, you got to love more, Angela. Inspire somebody. You say you got the fear of God. Show that you got the fear of God. How you show that? Step out on faith. Believe me. Trust me. Not what nobody say. Trust me. And how you do that? You educate people, empower people, and encourage people. Let them know that they got a purpose too. Just like your eyes was open, he said, I opened their eyes too. He said, but we got to be willing vessels to show people and bring people along the way. But so often we get these books, we get these platforms, we get well on our way, think we somebody, think we doing something. We ain't acknowledged him. We ain't tried to bring nobody along with us. And then what he do? He stop you right there in your track.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't forget where you come from. Don't forget who I am. All he wants is a little acknowledgement. All he wants you to do is to let people know how you got where you are. What's nothing that you did? Nothing that you did. Trust and believe. I tell everybody. We around here thinking it's something that we did. Baby, it ain't nothing that you did. It's those that came before you. Those that prayed before you. Your grandmama, your great-grandmama, your great-grandparents. All prayers. All that faith that they had to death, to their graves. His word is not going to return to him void. So all those prayers that was prayed over your life, trust and believe that's what you're walking into. That's the ancestor anointing, baby.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't about me. So I got to be quiet because I go on and on. I tell you, I thank God for just being who he is in my life. I thank him for this platform. I thank him for allowing me to connect with guys and being able to share your story. I want you to share with the listeners again, please, how they can follow you, how they can support your books. If you have a website, I tried to share, I think I shared your page. But if you would post them in the comment section after we get off so that people can be able to click on to your website and follow you. Please share again how they can support what you're doing. And then before we close, I want you to share why you chose to join this project. Out of all the projects that you could have been a part of, why did you choose the L3 project?
I don't know how I came across you. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to think how I came across you. And I think it was Arthur McCain.
I think we got this. Hopefully she will come right back on. But yeah, she dropped off. We got disconnected. Hopefully she'll be back on. So she can share with. She's coming back on. I'm gonna be posting her website so that you can follow her. She is back.
Someone tried to call me and I clicked it off. Yeah, I don't know how I came across you, but I think it's through Arthur McCain. I saw you. And the Holy Spirit just told me to connect with you. He said connect. I I think I sent you a friend request and I started talking to you, but that's it. I didn't know you, never saw you before, but God said connect. Yeah. And the reason I joined the project was because I want to inspire other people. Again, I am a wounded healer. And every time I help somebody else heal, I get healed a little bit more. We're all connected. We can't hold on to life. All we can do is give it away. And we have to let hurting people know that Christ is the way. He's the truth and he's the light. And we have to be light. And so being a hope dealer, it was fitting that I join your platform.
Wow. Well, I thank you
Yeah.
for joining the platform. I thank you for joining the project. I'm excited about this project and about this book, and I'm just excited because did I think that it was going to be this when he dropped those three words in my spirit? It started from three words: learn, love,
Mm-hmm.
lead. Because
Yes.
we've gotten to a point to where we think that we can't be taught. We don't want to be students. We don't want anybody to say anything to us. But we have to understand that we're always students. We always have to be willing to be taught because this world is forever evolving, and
Mm-hmm.
your life
True.
is what's teaching you. This journey is what teach you because we can read the Bible all day long. It instructs us. It gives you instruction. It tells you what to do. But when you get in that situation, you got tools and you don't know. Sometimes we make the wrong choices. But even in making the wrong choices, you got to know that even when you make the wrong choices, that there's still a way out. You don't have to stay there where
Yes.
you are. You don't have to stay down. I tell people, you gonna fall. It's okay, but don't stay down in the faith. If you need to cry a
Get
couple of
back up.
days, cry. Yeah, scream, do whatever you
Mm-hmm.
got to do, but don't do it more than 3 days. After that
And then
third
I
day,
will
you
say
need to
that.
get up. You need to
Get
wash
up.
your face and you need to brush yourself off and go on. That's
And
what
go
you need
on.
to do.
It's it.
Because I tell you, we sit around and we have these pity parties. Ain't nothing dropping out of the sky. He done told you everything you needed. When he said it was done, it is done. Ain't nothing new
It's
finna
finished.
happen. Ain't nothing new under the sun gonna be created. Everything that you need is
Mm-hmm.
already here and it's already in you. So it's up to you. It's up to you for it to make the manifestation. It's up to you. So know the power that you
That's
have
it.
that's on the inside of you. Know that you are positioned to be an overcomer by being a willing vessel to empower others through your resilience. Don't think that all that you've been through has just been for you. It's for all those lives that you got to impact because it's lives attached to you. It's lives attached to you. Because if you wouldn't be here. And you might not even see the lives attached to you. You may never meet them in person. They might not even been conceived yet. But there's lives attached to you in your destiny. They may read about you in a book years and years from now, but they're
Edibles.
still attached to you. Don't have blood on your hands. I choose not to. I choose to do what he's purposed me to do. That's
Oh,
why I come on
yeah.
these lives. That's why I do these radio shows. That's why I created the magazine. That's why I do all of these live events. The, because I'm here to impact lives. I'm here to let you know that you got a purpose, that you didn't just get dropped out of the sky and ain't nobody finna hand you nothing on the platter. You got to go out and get it. And I'm here to help you. And that's what a lot of these women that's a part of this project is here to let you know that we will not back down. We will not back down. I want to thank you for stopping by and sharing on today. I look forward to working with you. Um, and where are you located?
I'm located in Bishopville, South Carolina. That's where I'm located. South Carolina, Bishopville.
Okay. I don't think that's far from me. Right now I'm in Atlanta, but I live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Yeah. That's not
So
far.
yeah. But
Yeah,
I
I'm
want to
four
thank
hours
you
from
for
Atlanta.
joining the project. Okay. Okay. So I'm 6 hours. So that means you 2 hours from Myrtle Beach.
Right.
Okay. So I must pass through your area on my way home.
Yes.
Well,
Camden,
it's nice to meet you.
Bishopville.
Yes. I'm okay. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I do. I pass straight through there on my way home.
Hmm.
And one of my good
Hmm.
friends is from Camden. Nakia Evans. Are you familiar with her?
No.
She is from Camden. She lives
Okay.
in Florence now. Yeah, she just moved back from Charlotte, so she lives in Florence now. But I'm excited to have you on this project. I'm excited to get to know you. Thank you for doing what you're
Thank
doing. Thank you for being a willing vessel and allowing God to use you. Is there anything that you would like to pour into the people before we leave on tonight?
for everybody that's listening or watching. Just remember that you are valuable. That you are a king's kid. That you was created on purpose with purpose. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, and most of all, you are enough.
Wow. So I thank you and I pray that you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for stopping
You
by.
too.
I
Thank
love you
you.
and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
I love you. I love you.
Thank you. I want to thank you guys for stopping by again for another episode of Up Close and Personal with Angela on behalf of Aspiring Authors Magazine. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of the women that are part of the project. If you guys are not following us, I want to urge you to go over to the L3 movement. We are the change that we desire page and follow us so that you can stay with all the new releases that we have coming out. Our book is dropping on the 31st. So the ebook is going to drop. The printed copy is going to drop. So please connect. You will be able to get your copy of this book. I know that it's going to impact lives. It's going to transform some lives. We have over 130 women attached to this project. I'm super excited. Not only do you get an opportunity to connect with my platform, but you get to connect with over 130 women that are making a difference in this world. So I thank you guys. Please, if you have been inspired, if you have been encouraged, if you've been educated on tonight, share this podcast with someone in your circle. I love you guys, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. I'll be interviewing Vernie from Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, I think. A new author collaborated in 2 of my projects. So I'm super excited to be sharing her with you guys tomorrow. So please tune in. I love you guys. Be blessed.